one of the things was love doesn't keep a record of wrongs. I was kind of dreading doing that one. And I thought, well, you hear forgive and forget, right? And maybe you'll forgive, but you don't forget. We don't forget the things that happen to us. We don't forget our life experiences, what we go through. So I thought, love doesn't keep a record of wrongs. How do you possibly do that? How do you not do that? So that month when I was working on that, I'd gotten a phone call from a man from the US. I was working on a water project in Haiti, and they wanted to come and see the water project to see if they wanted to be involved. So 8 American men came over, and then I had 2 men, Haitian friends, to translate and help. And we drove out into the countryside, and we got to where we were going to stay. And it was a small building with 2 rooms and 4 twin-size beds in each room, and a small yard with a cement wall around it. So, but we brought a couple cots and we brought an air mattress. So I'm thinking we're fine. We can all sleep in the rooms. We're good. Well, the head guy of the American men pulled me aside. Kim, can I talk to you? I'm like, sure. And he said, did you see the rooms? And I'm thinking, buddy, there's nothing else to see. Like, this is a small place. There's nothing else here. And then I went, oh, he's going to think I want my own room. So I'll say, well, it's okay. I'll sleep outside. And then he'll say, oh, no. If anybody should sleep inside, it should be you. And then I'll say, well, I don't care if there's other people sleeping in the room. And he'll say, good, because there's only so much space. So I said, well, it's okay. I'll sleep outside. And he said, oh, good. Because we have men with us who would not want a woman in their room. I'm thinking, what's going to happen? It's so hot in Haiti. You only go in there to sleep. It's not like you're just hanging out in the bedroom, and I wear pajamas. I mean, whatever. So, but I said I would sleep outside. So I had to figure this out. And so I saw a piece of plywood, and it was held up by like some cement blocks. I thought, well, I can sleep underneath that. And so if it rains, at least I won't get wet. And we did have an air mattress. And so going to bed that night, I blew up the air mattress. But my biggest fear was that in the land of snakes and tarantulas and chupacabras or whatever is lurking in the bushes of Haiti, I did not want to get attacked or bitten or whatever slithered on in the night. That was my biggest fear, sleeping on the ground. So I went to bed, and my air mattress held air for about an hour. So pretty soon I'm sleeping on gravel. And it was so loud. Dogs were barking and horns were honking. And around 1 a.m. that finally settled down. And then at 2 a.m. the voodoo drums started in the distance. And they went for a couple of hours. So 4 a.m. or so, finally I was able to get some sleep. So the first night came and went, no problem. Second night, same thing. I'm laying on gravel, listening to the dogs and the horns and the voodoo drums. Finally doze off, but I woke up because there was something on my leg. And I thought, oh my gosh, does Haiti have the anti-venom to whatever it is that's about to bite me? Am I going to lose a limb? Can I be airlifted to Miami? Is there even a helicopter here? I was just panicked. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I slowly lifted my head and I slowly opened my eyes, and it was a chicken. There was a chicken on my leg, and I didn't know whether to be mad because the chicken woke me up from the little bit of sleep I was getting, or to be happy that it wasn't something worse. Shoot it away, got some more sleep. Third night, just fine. Nothing happened. Fourth night, I go to bed on the gravel, hearing the horns, the dogs, the voodoo drums, finally sleeping. And again, I wake up because there's something on my leg. And again, I'm scared to death. So again, I slowly lift my head and I slowly open my eyes. And again, it's the dang chicken. And again, I didn't know whether to be mad or happy, but we had chicken for dinner that night. So the 5th night came and went without incident, and all was fine. Well, I was angry at those guys. I was bitter. I was thinking, boy, I sure hope my sons wouldn't treat a woman like this. I'm all about equality, but I am a woman. I'm a human being, for goodness sake. And there was plenty of room for all of us. We brought cots and air mattress, whatever. So I was mad. I thought, who are these guys? Who do these guys think they are? Then I thought, I am working on love doesn't keep a record of wrongs. And I realized finally what that meant. So I will never forget that time. It was pretty intense. I'll never forget that time. But the story changes in my mind and in my heart. The narrative changes. So instead of, oh my word, this time where these rotten men did this rotten thing to me, it's like, it's kind of a funny story. And I lived through it and I could literally sleep anywhere in the world and be just fine. So instead of harboring that bitterness that only would hurt me anyway, they would have no idea that I'm angry and bitter, right? It only hurts you. Instead of that, it's just a story. It's just something that happened. And I'm not angry or bitter. I'm not keeping a record of wrongs because love doesn't.